My cone is taking shape.
So I think what we're going to start with is we're going to bend ourselves up a little kink and just kind of hold it up there and say maybe try and get that top coped in, and then we can just cut the bottom and like slide it forward.
It's only like 1/8 of an inch, but it's enough to make, when you're making a cylindrical,
Yep.
A cylindrical thing makes a difference. Is this the first cut though? First tube we've cut?
No, oh yeah. This is the first tube, and then we bent it, and then I cut the bend off, and then
So we're still on try number 1.
We're still on material piece number 1.
But we tried on the other end of it.
Yeah, I tried on the other end.
So this is round number 2. We got a special guest with us. I called in reinforcements because I had tried to get this dialed. I was trying to use some bends I already had because I don't have that kind of bender here that Sean has to really get this accurate, and there's just no way. I couldn't do it, couldn't get it. Sean can, because Sean does this every day. You can, he's full of shit.
We'll see how it goes.
I bet
this is gonna be tricky. There's a lot going on right here.
The cope is because the cope's like this way, but this way also.
Yeah, and you're kind of like landing on a bend, and so we'll see how it goes, but it might take us a couple shots.
Yeah, but it took me like a couple days to fail 3 times. Like, I don't have time for that shit. So Sean's here. Sean's gonna work with us on this, and we're also going to do some stuff with a gas tank, because gas tank plans have, once I put the gas tank on, I was going to use the stock Fat Bob gas. It looks too big. It covers everything. I want to be able to see all this shit, so small gas tank. We're also gonna have to convert to fuel injected, which is going to be a process. Also a job for Sean. That's how we're gonna do it. He's also gonna weld the exhaust. I'm gonna build the exhaust and tack it all together, and Sean will be the one doing the beautiful welding. I am a good fabricator. Sean is a great fabricator. So that's how we're gonna do it. What are we doing first?
So I think what we're gonna start with is we're gonna bend ourselves up a little kink and just kind of hold it up there and say maybe try and get that top coped in, and then we can just cut the bottom and like slide it forward.
There's a slug in there too. Do we need that slug? I feel like a slug is a good idea.
You know, I think it'd be okay without it, to be honest with you.
Yeah?
Yeah. If we have a really good fit and we weld that correctly, it should be good to go. Because this slug, like, you know, what's that really? Does that have a whole lot of bite in there?
On the inside it does. It's down to like here. We could like rosette back here and here and then do it there too. But if we don't need it, we could probably get it out. It is press fit in there right now.
Well, we can work with it for now, but if we can't bring this in and out with a nice fit because of that, then
get rid of it.
Yeah, I don't know what we can do to get around that, but I think as long as we clean these up and we TIG weld them really nice, it's not really an area you're gonna have to worry about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, let's get some bends going, and we'll go from there. This is a piece that was cut out of a previous project that Kruesi just had here. So now that we got the bender, we can try and build some tubes that kink and come up into the neck and have this nice long cope. I think for starters, I'm just gonna bend a little piece, write down my measurements of how far I bent that piece to so we can replicate it here. And we'll start working this cope in with reference to here, and then hopefully we can slide that thing forward and bring it right in. See how many tries it takes.
I think we get it with under 2 tries. Whatever straight line is, wherever it lands, I think it's about right here-ish.
Straight off this?
Yeah, whatever, like keep this same straight angle to wherever it lands out.
Yeah.
I brought the neck back like 1.5 inches. This bike was moved up 4 inches and then de-raked 2 degrees and then moved this way 1.5 inches. So it's gonna be tight, it's gonna be very nimble. It's gonna turn really, really fast. I'm gonna let Sean get after it, and I'm gonna go make a cone.
All right, so the one that Kruesi already mocked up is about 20 degrees, give or take. So I'm gonna take this one to 25 on my gauge, and it'll spring back a bit, and we'll be in that neighborhood. So he's pissing.
I hear Sean out here talking, and I'm taking this just fat, loud piss. Just shh. And I'm listening to you guys record and talk out here, and you get done talking. I went. My mic's been on the whole time, so there you go, guys.
got to rotate in quite a bit. So this thing, when we line it up here, it's kicking that tube out, and we need it to swing in. So we want to imagine this thing like in line, and then we can see if we slide sideways if that's going to be square with the flow we're trying to achieve of the neck, you know, if we come straight in this way. To mock it up off here, you have to account for rotation in this cope.
We could bring this down farther if you want to.
But if we mock up off here, we can align our cope essentially and then translate it over and it'll be where it needs to be.
All right.
It's going to have to come over 1.25 inches from there. Can it have a little bit of taper in at the top? Or do you want them to be parallel?
No, they can taper in a bit, but I would like them to get as close-ish, you know? It doesn't have to be dead on each other because I don't think that's going to be as stable. I just kind of, you know, a nice taper in just to make it look as narrow as possible by the time it gets to the top.
Okay. So that's gonna...
The 10 looks nice. It's still, with the 10, it's less of a cut. It's more of a flow in. I'm with that. 10 degrees. It is. Sean has made his first successful cut.
I think we are getting in the neighborhood. If you look at this thing, are we pretty level with this plane? Right about maybe like that?
Yep, yeah.
And then this thing's going to translate straight forward.
So she should be landing about right there then?
Slightly down. Yeah, so it's going to be like down in here.
Right above the cup.
Yeah. Can you hold me in line up top? And we can come back. We're going to go back 1.25 inches. Will that be enough back? Should be, right? We might have to cheat a tiny, tiny bit.
It should be landing like right there.
Looking pretty good though, right?
Yeah.
If we get this guy perfect.
I think it'll be perfect.
So here, keep that right there. Lean it in just a little bit. A little more. Where's that touching? About there, give or take. Maybe in a little bit. This is gonna be our short side. That thing should rock right back in. So we just got to determine our angle, and then this is going to be an offset by a bit, you know, because we're not landing on center of tube. We're trying to land kind of out to the side a bit, so we'll have to offset that half moon.
Yeah, that's the part that I was failing at right there. I can draw a cope and dial in a cope, but when it's a cope on the side, a side of the cope, it's like you got to get the up and down, but then the depth from side to side was.
Yeah, my notcher has like a height adjustment, so you can notch off center line.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and hopefully,
mine does not.
Since this part's not too well, we might be anyways. But the problem is when you do one side, it's rotated away from the fixture, but then sometimes when you flip it over, this thing wants to be like butted into the fixture plate, and then you end up fighting it. But yeah, we're gonna grab the tube notcher and we're gonna mess this one up and then try again.
Is this the first cut though? First tube we've cut?
No, oh yeah. This is the first tube, and then we bent it, and then I cut the bend off, and then.
So we're still on try number 1.
We're still on material piece number 1.
But we tried on the other end of it.
Yeah, we tried on the other end.
So this is round number 2.
Yep, round 2, bend 2. Haven't thrown away any tube yet.
I'm gonna throw a thing in here. Round 2.
The back off for this job. You are not supposed to put an oversized wheel on a 4.5 inch grinder because these are rated for RPM, and these are rated way lower RPM, and bigger 6 inch grinders spin slower. Don't do that. All right, this is gonna be a sketchy cut. See that thing? That's what dreams are made of. Ah, it's short. It's short. Just a butt hair short.
You guys been living with that forever, huh?
I mean,
it looks real nice though. That cope looks pretty dead on.
If we landed it pretty low. Cock.
So,
Soccer.
I would say for only try number 2, the cope looks pretty fucking dead on.
Oh, dude,
look at how good it
looks. If I built the same tube, a little longer both sides, we'd be in the tits.
Longer up here would be better because just to keep the bend down lower. The lower we could keep the bend, the better. Build such a better bagger too.
Yeah, well, if we're building the bagger, we gotta build the factory Harley shit. A fast bagger is smoking the super sports now. Like a 600 cannot really beat the bagger anymore.
Yeah.
It's like right there. But I don't know, that's scary. Racing motorcycles is very scary.
Sean races motorcycles professionally. He rode our bike when we raced Bagger Race League. He was our rider and whooped everybody's ass and was real fast and super fast. You're racing 600s now, right?
I'm racing Super Twins.
What's that?
It's
300?
it's 2-cylinder 800 basically.
It's an 800?
Yeah, 800.
Oh, you're
twin.
screaming.
Yeah, they're pretty fast. We're like a couple seconds back from the Super Sport times, so
Yeah.
a little bit slower, but
Moto America is what you're racing?
yeah, Moto
Yeah.
America. All right, well that's enough twiddle dicking around with this, praying that it was longer. We're gonna have to bend another tube, longer piece, and we will use this one as reference to get to where we need to go. But at least we're in the neighborhood, knocking on the door.
I think by round 3 we'll be set.
Okay, so for our trim, maybe a little bit less. That's pretty good. And then we'll keep this angle cut down here, will be in the same location.
I don't think it's gonna happen. That thing is stout. Oh, there you go, pipes. He's got the arms for it. If you bend it though, it's gonna have a shitty tear line.
It's okay. It can get sanded a bit. Fucking hell.
Gonna get a quick just tap on this to keep it together, and then I'm gonna start tacking it and shaping it around. Let me go. Let you know when. And good.
Oh,
Oh,
mother.
fucking blew me out. I can fix it.
Hire the pro and I just dog him right
Yeah.
on the first pump of the
I
pedal.
can just pucker a butthole right in it. Well, there we go. It's fine. I can fix Sean's work.
Should have moved in a little bit.
I've just been tacking this dude and like smacking it around with a hammer and just getting it fitted. And then I'm gonna end up cutting it off down here, but I just wanna roll it around and then I'm gonna keep tacking it. I'm gonna weld this top guy right now so it doesn't manipulate anything when I'm tacking this, because I gotta work a whole bunch over on this side. Because this bar set's offset a little bit in this because the factory frame went like this and then it jogged over and went up and jogged again. So this was already kind of offset. It's only like 1/8 of an inch, but it's enough to make, when you're making a cylindrical,
Yep.
a cylindrical thing makes a difference. But I'm probably gonna be working on this all day and then some. Watch me weld. Got it. My cone is taking shape. It's tacked around on this side. I got trimming to do under here. I'm gonna meet it up to this other plating I'd already done, so she just plates up nice and smooth. This dude will be cut down along this line. Smooth all this into one transition of a cone. Cylindrical looking sumbitch. Industrial cylindrical. It's gonna be a new thing on the home improvement networks. You'll see it everywhere.
Steepen that angle up a bit.
Right there.
Steepen the angle, take more out of the pocket and less off there, and then
You
do
can just hit that with a grinder and
yeah,
work it into place.
tune that thing in.
Yeah.
Or is it needed off the tip?
Yeah, off the bottom.
Okay, so I need to rotate.
Which, if you got this bottom chamfered, it'd probably walk you up into that a little bit.
If I let this rotate a little, does that still look good in our straight line here? It does pretty good.
I feel like it could go this way just a little bit, towards you a little bit.
All right, well, I got a little bit to buzz off. I gotta make a mirror of that.
That'd be cool.
This was our first try here. It was just a hair short. So I made this new one. It's a little bit longer. I gotta clean this cope up a little, but we're pretty close to fitting there. So I'm gonna dial this in a little bit more, and then we gotta try and make the same thing except for a mirror. We'll see how that goes, but feeling pretty good about this one. The fit's not half bad. Getting better?
Looks real good over here.
My rotation's still a little off down here. It's getting a little too hot to touch as well. It's just there on just the tip is long. But honestly, that little bit of gap or bevel there is not the worst thing in the world.
You can fill that. That's good structure. This thing's gonna look so sick with a curve-in frame like that.
Yeah, I've been building choppers about 15 years.
15 minutes.
Fire some dimes on that thing, and it looks just about center, like the other one's gonna set.
Right on it, yeah.
Right on it.
That will be beautiful.
All right.
Tack it.
15 degrees. Hell no, I need it. It's my cheating template. Well, I have this template in here, but we welded it in.
It was fun. It looks pretty sick. Like, when else have you get to see a Wishbone M8 frame? So it looks pretty sick. I'm gonna go back to fitting in some plates back here. I gotta cut a little filler piece that I'm gonna weld down in here, and then I'm gonna cap this flush like so. Butter up to that guy, cap all that shit in, work a bunch of stuff out. Do a bunch of nifty things. Old Thomas Pinterest is his name.
The bend here, when I want to go into the slot of this, I'll show you. The old tube, I like kind of rested it on this lip right here, and I cut it facing down, and then you can tell this isn't on center line. So this one needs to be opposite. I need it facing up. Essentially it needs to be like kind of like this, but I can't clamp it in here because that bend is conflicting with that groove, and it's wanting to twist the tube out of orientation when I tighten the clamps down. So I need to find something to shim this area out so I can kind of float this plate up here. Then I can adjust everything else and make it happen.
They look like homies.
Somewhat similar.
Alright, one more drop in here. Yeah, we are pretty, that looks pretty good. It's getting close. It's Friday at 2:18. I really wanted to have this to the powder coater today. Not gonna happen. So we need to get these in. Then I need to build another one from here to there, probably. You think this would be strong enough, just this?
Gusset wouldn't hurt.
Yeah.
You're gonna go on some cross-country runs?
Probably do wheelies and shit with it too.
I wouldn't mind if there's a little gusset in there.
Then I need to finish weld this, finish this, do a lot of work to that still. And then we gotta get the drivetrain in, build a motor mount. build a steering stop. Somehow, I haven't even looked at the trees, and the Softail trees, where's the steering stop? Is it in the front or in the back? Or is it internal?
It's internal in the bottom tree. There's a trough in the bottom tree.
Holy shit.
Stand off of the frame.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take a look at that. I'll be back.
Up a tiny bit, yeah, right about there.
Okay. Should we get this other side tacked on the bottom? Okay. Double check, triple check, quadruple check.
Go ahead.
Zap.
Zap and Roger.
They found their home.
They're there. They've got some gaps we can fill. That will just make them stronger because it's more filler rod. But there she is. Sort of Wishbone-y M8 Softail. The end of the day, Friday. These are fitted up very, very beautifully. Probably gonna leave these until next Tuesday. Sean's gonna come back and I'm gonna let Sean weld these so it looks absolutely magical. And then I'm going to finish this stuff back here. We're gonna get a drivetrain in. We'll probably go back to Trent's bike and start building the top motor mount for that in the next installment of the great Harley-Davidson Build Off on YouTube. This is Sean Ungvarsky, Streetbike Sean. What else, Sean? What do you do? Where do they find you? Solicit yourself.
You can check me out on Instagram at Streetbike Sean. Do a lot of motorcycle racing and welding. That's pretty much what I do. Just try and weld enough to get back to the racetrack.
Does a lot of sick stuff. Got a dope shop downtown. Manufactures our K-bars. You guys running all them K-bars are welded up by Sean E right here. Super dope. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe. Remember, join our Patreon. We're giving away some intense e-bikes on there right now for everybody until like the next 3 months or something. Go check it out.
Heck yeah.
Cruisernails.com. Peace.